The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Buccaneers, and it's coming up next.
Playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Back now on EA Sports at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. You haven't missed a thing as we're just about... It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Garoppolo on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Well, they obviously red man coverage there, partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burko?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then it curls back inside for the completion.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. First carry for James Conner.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll try and run for it with Conner. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the run is Conner. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Garoppolo now. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Aluakin. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. Hands it off out of the gun. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And McManus able to put it through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel unsettling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Throwing on first down, Johnson. And that's complete to Adams. And he goes out right around the 39.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Johnson. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal. And
the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Garoppolo's throw taken in by Evans here. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Garoppolo looks to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Grady Jarrett, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. The kick by McManus is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying, thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. They look for Pitts again. This time he's got it. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Johnson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Back to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty is going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Six 6-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Back to throw. Johnson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Johnson now on 3rd down. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. The kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. On the handoff, Adams here. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. to the goal line, but it's incomplete. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. This is a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So if you like field goals, you've come to the right spot. We've had 3 so far.
Well, this is a football game, right?
It is.
How you like that one, huh? You like where I went with that? How about that?
I like it.
Okay, but hey, let's face it. In this game right now, both defenses have responded well. They're trying to hold the line on this. You just wonder if anyone can break through with a touchdown and put some pressure on their opposition.
Well, the drive starts with a completion left side. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Open man here is Conklin. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now a handoff here to his running back. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On to give, it's Adams. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has a real priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Johnson looking to throw on 2nd down. It's caught here by Adams. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Looking to throw. Johnson. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Black. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Well, that's what has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. To throw is Garoppolo. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. On play action, now Garoppolo. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd and 10, Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Grady Jarrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Phillips. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Going right side here, and that's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling these playoffs. And the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Right back to Brown. This time he's got it. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This will be caught once again by Brown. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And his kick is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
21.
Once more, it's the fullback Ham. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. So we come up. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the 3rd quarter. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Johnson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Here's Johnson from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to give it to Ridley. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's a 2nd down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Black. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Trying the power game with Ham. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Good solid gain on 1st down. About what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. C.J. Ham punching it in from a yard away. And the Bucs have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Now Jones. And he returns this to the 22. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll try and pick up the first down with Adams. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Garoppolo now. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That catch good for only a couple. On 2nd down, it's Adams. And he's got room. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Adams. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Johnson. This will be caught by Brown.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, this is Adams. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Johnson. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And it's knocked away and incomplete. 3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw taken in by Evans here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Garoppolo on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Black. That catch good for only a couple. Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And McManus able to put it through. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. With his 3rd field goal now in the ball game, and they needed his leg. This last one gives them the lead.
It's been a back and forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. One quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Johnson. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Johnson. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Back to throw again. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And the Falcons are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Coup now for the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Bucs on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Open man here is Conklin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th-quarter lead. From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the 1st down sack. Garoppolo. His throw incomplete. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Garoppolo. Looking left side, and it's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 12-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Now a first carry for their fullback. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. On the give, this is their fullback. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. C.J. Ham with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Now Jones. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this wild card game has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the 4th, with obviously a very critical drive forthcoming as they start with a first down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Johnson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now Johnson to throw on 3rd down. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? But
the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Johnson now to throw on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back to throw. It's caught here by Adams. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, they go with Adams. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward. okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. First throw of OT for Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
He finds his man complete. It's Black. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Jones on the return. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Again, here's Adams. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Johnson. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll run inside with a fullback Ham. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15.
Come on now, let's go. I I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. On play action, now Garoppolo. He finds his man, complete. It's Black. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Inside give to Ham, the fullback. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Black. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Going over reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? You can't try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Now an inside draw. This is their fullback. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
They'll run with a fullback Ham.
Well, after that pickup of a first down, I think some of the defensive guys are going to be looking over their coordinator and saying that was not in the scouting report. That went against every tendency most teams have. You don't usually hand the ball to your big guy in that situation. Sometimes you catch them by surprise.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Here's Ham, the fullback. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Oh, and that's so close to being intercepted. That could have been a big turnover in overtime if he had held on. Instead, though, it is still 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Atlanta regains possession of the football. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored. That's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let the team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Got to be careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickeled and dimed down the field.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Johnson, off play action. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And some space here. And he brings it back to the house. It's a touchdown. And in a crazy inning, a defensive score wins it. Well, you never know what you're going to expect when you come to the stadium to call a game. Sometimes you get good ones. Sometimes you get bad ones. Sometimes you get great ones. And that's what we had here. What an exciting finish on that last big play.
And I think that as we look at it, when you're talking about a great finish, which went along with a game that obviously was dramatic because we did get into overtime, what type of play calls do you have left? What have you not shown? Or what have you made an adjustment to what you've worked on all the way through that's going to give you the play we saw to win the game? Because I know everyone's thinking that was something that they just drew up. It might have been something they've been working on, and now they got the right matchup.